Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you on this beautiful morning. I'm David Ranke. I'm Deputy Superintendent here at Marshall Public Schools. What a historic day for the school district and the community of Marshall. This has truly been a journey, and everyone here should be so proud of what has been accomplished. We're glad you're here to celebrate this great moment with us. First, I'd like to welcome some of our special guests. State Senator Curtis Gregory. We have our DESE Area Representative Shelley Aubuchon. We have the Missouri School Board Association's Executive Director Melissa Randall. We have the Mayor of Marshall, Craig Thompson. We have members of the Saline County Commission. We have several Marshall City Council members, the members of our Vote Yes Committee, and of course, our Marshall Public School Board of Education, who has put so much work into making this happen. And really, I can't wait until the most special guests arrive on Tuesday, this year's Marshall School grade 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. This has truly been a special journey, and it would not be possible without the work and support of several incredible people. This project took an entire community to complete. So I want to start out by saying, first, thank you to Insight Design. Patrick, Aaron, and team, your vision was second to none. Nabholz Construction, Justin, Glenn, Eric, and Evan, you have poured your hearts into this building, and it will never be forgotten. Raymond James, Mike, and Alan, thank you for all the guidance you have given to Caleb and I and the Marshall Public School District. The Marshall Public School staff, teachers and staff, your hard work in so many different areas from the start of this project to completion. I don't have enough time to mention you all or thank you all, but in all the areas, we would not have been able to bring this together without all of you. And last, but certainly not least, the community of Marshall. Without you, none of this would even have gotten off the ground. So thank you. There is no doubt that a school is the heartbeat of a community. Whether you live near it or not, whether you have students in it or not, it drives so much of the town's identity and vitality. There's a saying, if a town loses its schools, the town slowly dies. I also believe the reverse is true, and I've seen it happen in several cities across the state. When a school makes strides and progresses, the community grows right along with it. My hope is that now, with this building complete, both the school and the community of Marshall will continue to grow, progress, and prosper together. This building is so much more than concrete and glass. It's a sign of progress. It's a space designed for innovative learning, and there's something every single person here can take pride in. So once again, I welcome you. Enjoy this ceremony in this campus for many years to come. At this time, I would like to welcome Senator Curtis Gregory up to the stand to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here. What a historic day for the city of Marshall, the Marshall Owl community. And I'm going to say these words because he's probably not going to take the credit for himself, but your superintendent, Caleb Pettit, and then I'm going to give the school board some props too, but I've been around for many years when prior school boards were trying to get this levy on the ballot and get it passed and get it across the finish line to build what you see behind you right now. But I just don't think the vision was there and there wasn't enough leadership to get that across the finish line. But he comes in and gets the right people in place on that Vote Yes committee to get the community buy-in, with a vision to show this is what we want for the future of our kids here in Marshall and in Saline County. So I want to give Caleb a huge round of applause. And then to talk about that vision, I think the city of Marshall acquired this property at one point in time, and they put this, the hay that grew back here in the back around the ball fields and stuff up for bid. And I actually got to do that the first year, and I'm driving through going, what in the world is going to happen with this property? And then we had someone with the vision to say, I think we can make a great school campus out of it. And so hopefully for many years to come, hopefully for 100 years, I don't know, that this will be the home of Marshall Owls, the future of the Marshall community. So thank you all so much for your support and for being here today.
Good morning again. I'm going to keep this moving because nobody came here to hear us talk, did you? All right. I want to welcome you on behalf of the Marshall Board of Education. Matt Smith, Vice President, Brad Shepard, Treasurer, Delegates Angel Staley and Amy Green, and members Jack Lenz and Harry Carroll, all seated behind me today. I'm honored to serve with these 6 leaders currently and a few others over the 8 years I've been making decisions based on what's best for kids. We as a board are humbled to be able to support this community and district in these exciting times, because these are exciting times, aren't they? Now, I promise to be brief. As I said again, you came here to see a building, not us. I shared with staff on Tuesday my personal theme of the year, impact. I also shared this same quote from Jackie Robinson: a life is not important except the impact it has on other lives. Today we celebrate as a community our collective impact through our voices, our votes, our carefully spent tax dollars, and our efforts. There are a few people I also want to thank as well, some of which are going to overlap. I want to first thank the Vote Yes Committee. There were over 75 individuals that actively met, planned, and worked on this levy, including co-chair Michelle Pointer. Again, thank you, Michelle, for your efforts in working with us from the community and with the Realty Board and Association. That does not count the many of you that had discussions, raised funds, and shared stories with friends and neighbors, and then felt compelled to vote yes for MPS when it mattered the most. Thank you to our Superintendent, Mr. Caleb Pettit, and Deputy Superintendent David Rinke. When Mr. Pettit was hired, he urged the board to consider this endeavor. Thank you for your vision and support in bringing the players to the table. Insight Design Studio, Raymond James, and finally, Nabholz, our builder. Thank you for your effort in supporting this district and the place that you all both call home now. I want to thank the educators that spread the word and shared the need with the community, the classified staff, the summer crew that have supported our efforts, and countless moving days in the hot Missouri summer to get this building in place. And in just the last 3 weeks, quite a lot of movement has happened. And as Mr. Rinke said, ready for students on Tuesday. Thank you to MSBA Director Melissa Randall for joining us today, understanding these achievements in rural Missouri towns are milestones. Senator Curtis Gregory for his education and community support, not only in his current seat, but when he's also representative of these districts as well. I want to thank our current mayor and the other councilmen that joined us today and the other people that are here and made time to come out and celebrate with us all today. Together, we're making an impact together. Lastly, I want to thank my spouse, Abby Milligan, and partner for all her support in these endeavors, because we all spend a lot of time on these boards, taking phone calls and traveling across the state, as well as I'm sure our other Board of Education members want to thank their support systems as well. I know there's other countless people that I could name and be called upon, but I promise to be brief, and I am. Harry, did I stay to 2 minutes?
You did, got 3 seconds.
All right. So with that, I welcome you to the ribbon cutting ceremony. Thank you on behalf of the Marshall Board of Education.
Good morning, everyone. I will also try to be brief, but forgive me if I'm not quite as brief. I have a lot of people I want to say thanks to, and I want to try not to get emotional. We'll see how I do with that. It's definitely been deeply personal to everyone involved here. So I will echo all the thank yous to all of our distinguished guests, and I know that I could talk at great length just thanking the great team, and I'll speak to that briefly, but I hope they will forgive me for getting first and foremost to those of you standing here and those who couldn't be with us. I really want to emphasize and thank our community and our Board of Education. Our Board of Education gets elected by their neighbors to lead a district and to hopefully reflect the values and priorities that a community holds for them. I think that our Board of Education has done a tremendous job of representing our community, and I think our community has done a tremendous job. It is a special place, and I believe that from the beginning. I could go at a lot of great lengths talking about all the great folks, like I said, that I owe personal thanks to, and I am going to get a little personal, but I want to take a quick pause to say thank you to my most important person, my wife, Rebecca, and our kids. A mom can hold down a lot, especially when you're really busy at work, and I've got a really good one, so thank you to her. I'm going to tell you a story about a few family members because my family's story that I tell you next isn't just personal. It is absolutely directly correlated to why this building is standing here today, and I hope you'll find it interesting because it's about the life of educators. My Uncle Danny is who I'm going to talk about first. Uncle Danny was a maintenance man in Carrollton for 32 years, not that far away. He was very much a father figure to me, and he used to hire me at about the age of 14 in the summers. He'd have me wax floors and he'd weed eat under bleachers and eventually mow when he thought I wouldn't break anything. And I remember going around with my Uncle Danny as a maintenance man, very proud of what he did. We would drive around when it rained with umbrellas to make sure the gutters were keeping the waters out of the foundations. He would drive around the football fields with a lot of pride at how they looked. My grandmother was a head cook for about 30 years in the same district, and her husband, my grandpa Henry, he drove the bus before he went to his other job and then farmed. Very busy, very hardworking people. The last family story I'll tell of my family of educators is my great aunt Cora. She lived about 3 blocks over there until the day she passed away. And she was a real trendsetter in education. She served as a school administrator in Sweet Springs, pretty close to here. And a lot of people still remember her to this day. They all had a great many impacts, and I mention them and tell their stories not just because they shaped my life and brought me to love education, but because they bring back to this building a great story with them, and that is that everyone matters. And Marshall, you've proven that. No matter who you are, what title you have, or what title you don't have, my family showed me that everyone can make a difference, and everyone has. Sometimes I think people get a title and they forget that, but sometimes it's the titles we call small that are the most important. The drivers who pick up the kids and see them first and drop them off last, and on I could go about this Marshall family and this school family. What I want to talk about here, bringing it back to this building and this community I'm so thankful to, is the impact that comes when we put community ahead of self, ahead of titles, and ahead of narrow personal agendas. Our community has done exactly that, or we wouldn't be standing here today. This building did not happen without the sacrifice of our community and without cost to our community and everybody involved. You, our community, our Marshall family, overwhelmingly voted to increase the taxes to build this school. And a lot of people said we couldn't do it. You guys said we could. Not only did you do it, our businesses, our taxpayers, our families, our staff who have moved and moved and moved, they all said, yes, we can do this. We can do it, and we did it. And then you entrusted this Board of Education to utilize your funds with confidence. And I think that they have done an amazing job, and they're an amazing group of people to work for. So I really want to thank, and I think we should give a round of applause to this Board of Education who governed it. I want to thank them for their trust in me and in the team that I asked them to let me assemble, and I have to talk about the team. Awesome. One word. We put together an awesome team of smart people. They work hard, they act selflessly, and I call them now my friends, my team, and my work family. This was not done overnight, not at all. It was certainly not done alone. Everyone here today, and many more who couldn't be here, played a really big role. So to get to the end of this speech and to the fun part that's ahead, Marshall, MPS, Board of Education, we have done something, and I was a history teacher, you got to forgive the quick lesson. We have done something that one of my favorite speakers said to do, Booker T. Washington, and all the way back in 1895 when he was talking about the same problems we talked about in Marshall. He said, cast down your buckets where you are. And I'm going to end with this sentiment as we talk about the future. He used those words to say, draw from the good from the circumstances that you have right now. Build relationships with the people you have to build them with right now. Leave the past in the past that doesn't help you, and build off the good and what is possible right here where we stand. And today, we stand here. That we stand here as proof that success greater than self and individual interests is possible. And it is beautiful. And it is not just beautiful what this building as a tangible item is, it's beautiful what the people did and said to make that possible. So no, Marshall hasn't built a school in 50 years. We didn't focus on that. We focused on what had changed. And really that wasn't the people. I want to say that to our community, and I hope a lot of those who aren't here today might hear this later and be proud of themselves. Because yeah, some of the faces have changed, but the values of Marshall, they have been the same and been here for a long, long time. We have a rich and awesome history. What's different in the last 4 years, it is not faces. There's some new ones, there's some old ones, but what's different is I think we came together, and we should all be really proud of ourselves for that. We embraced our imperfections, and we pulled together like a family does, a family that loves its kids. So we made choices for them, for the better good, and we stood united, and we cast down our buckets, and we said, we think we can. And we did. The Vote Yes Committee, they have their signs out here. No, we're not passing another levy or anything. Those are the signs that the Vote Yes Committee put all over town. What a dedicated group of individuals. Today is about them and what they represent more than anyone. The night that the levy passed by some 45% margin, I told the news about, and thinking about the Vote Yes Committee, I told them, I said, the pride is back. The Vote Yes Committee talked about pride, safety, and security. I said, the pride is back, and I promised with all my heart that safety and security were on their way, which Mr. Renke headed up, and I can't wait to tell you about it and let you see it. So I'm going to say to you today, I believe that we delivered. At the Board of Education's direction, I believe that we delivered. And the people who came and the team, both in the district and the ones that we brought from outside the district, were awesome. A few things I want to say about this, some quick statistics. Every classroom in this district can now be locked from the inside. Every building has shatterproof glass. This school behind us alone has more cameras than this entire district had before the levy was passed. Literally. Every campus now has secure key card controlled exterior doors, and before it's all done, every school in this district will have secure vestibules. That means our babies are safer, and that is what we wanted. We wanted them safer. We've given our youngest students here spaces that were made specifically for them in their age, and a 21st century learner, not a 20th, a 21st century learner. And it does make a difference. It makes a difference to learning. There are no more trailers, and there are no more makeshift classrooms. I genuinely want to close now because that sun's getting on more and more of you, and I'll go quickly. Marshall, I feel it, and I hope you feel it. The pride is back. The safety and security are better than ever. And our future, wow, our future is literally as bright as we want to make it. So what's next? It's fun to daydream for me. Been thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe a restored Beaker Middle School that shows its previous glorious days. Maybe it's transformed into a performing arts center, and we build a new middle school on this 120-acre campus. Maybe it's a sports complex that draws the envy of all of the conferences around our school without one. And maybe all of that's possible. I don't know what's next, but I do know that all of that in time and with a family is possible. Let's not wait another 50 years. I think we could all agree with that. Let's not wait another 50 years. Let's keep working as a family for our future. Let this be the beginning of something great, not just a moment in time. And I want to close with saying this. I think it's really important that we just keep talking about the future and building something that we can be proud of, because our kids are watching us. And I'm proud to say they're already part of something they can be proud of forever, but let's not say it stops here. Let's keep talking about what else is possible. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you to our community, and thank you to our families. And congratulations to our kids and to our future. I appreciate you all. As we get ready to get out of that sun and get in this building, I want to ask Miss Amy Hyman, our new principal of MIS, step up and tell us what to expect.
Hello and good morning. As your principal, I would like to say this new school building represents a significant investment in our community and in the future of our students. It will provide a modern, inspiring place for learning, foster a sense of community, and hopefully inspire generations to come. We are thrilled to see the positive impact it will have on our students and our town. On behalf of the entire school community, I want to express our sincere gratitude, to everyone who played a role in making this dream a reality. We are excited to embark on this new chapter and look forward to all the amazing things that will happen within these walls. Let's work together to make this building a place of learning, growth, and community for years to come. Thank you. We will just need about 5 minutes to take some pictures and actually cut the ribbon. During that time, our band will play our theme song, directed by Sarah and Jordan Summers. Some of you may choose to go ahead and enter through the doors on the right, and we have one on the left around the corner if you're not wanting to wait for all the photographs to be taken. If you do choose to wait, please just hang around, and then after the photos are taken, we can all go through the front doors. Thank you all so much for your time and for coming today.
Where's the other scissors? Are you going down there? They told me those went good.